Thanks very much indeed, Ollie. Just a reminder, just 16 fences in this year's renewal, with the open ditch in the back straight having been taken out. Starter now goes to his rostrum. Starter now climbing the rostrum, they're being called in. And they're off for the 2012 running of the William Hill King George VI Chase Grade 1, going towards the first of 16 fences, and it is Junior on the inside who takes the early lead, with Champion Court on his outside racing in second. Long Run Prominent racing in third and taking a keen hold early, so too Q Card on the wide outside, and Q Card makes a bad mistake. Racing in fourth position, he was right down at that first fence and well picked up by Joe Tizard, with Riverside Theatre and Captain Chris on his inside as they go over an open ditch, and again Q Card wasn't fluent. Corto Stone is racing towards the rear of the field. He's got a couple behind in the early stages. Grand Cru is last but one, and at the back of the field is the Giant Bolster. Now the Giant Bolster has gone last but one and has relegated Grand Cru to be last. So about to make their first turn, going into the back straight with a line of 3 plain fences awaiting them, and it's Champion Court on the outside, on the inside Junior. These are the first two. They've now gone 4 lengths clear of Long Run in third, Riverside Theatre now in fourth. Q Card on the outside of Captain Chris, who are now in 5th and 6th places as they go over the first one down the back. Corto Stone, then the Giant Bolster up on the outside of Grand Cru. Midway down the back straight they go, and on now towards fence number 4 of the 16. Champion Court and Alan Corley now a neck in front. Junior out jumps him comprehensively on the outside in the hands of Connor O'Farrell, as now they're about to weave their way around this open ditch, and it is Junior who has taken the lead. Champion Court racing in second. Long Run alongside his stablemate Riverside Theatre, and then Q Card, who's now being covered up by Joe Tizard, with on the inside Captain Chris, the Giant Bolster. Corto Stone now last but one. At the back of the field is Grand Cru as they go over the final fence down the back, and once again a prodigious leap by Junior at the head of affairs. So it's Junior who takes them through 1/3 distance in the 2012 running of the King George, and it's Junior who leads. On the inside, Champion Court in second. 2.5 lengths away, Long Run, the winner 2 years ago, is racing in third. Riverside Theatre is in fourth. The Giant Bolster on the outside of Q Card now in 5th and 6th. Captain Chris, last year's third, is next, followed by Corto Stone and the grey Grand Cru still at the back of the field, and about 7 lengths off Champion Court and Junior, who lock horns as they now race on towards fence number 6. Champion Court emerged just with the lead. Corto Stone just landed a little steeply. Racing on now towards the middle one down the home straight. Champion Court the black colours, light blue on the outside, Junior the first two. Long Run now looms upon their outside, gets to within a length over in third, just went through the top bar, and Sam Waley-Cohen just changes his hands. Racing in fourth position is Q Card, followed by Riverside Theatre and Captain Chris. Grand Cru gets a little closer. Then the Giant Bolster and Corto Stone as they go over the 8th, and it will be the final fence in a circuit's time in the William Hill King George, and the roll call is led by Junior, but only just, with Champion Court on his inside in second, and Long Run is in third, bidding to become the 13th multiple winner of the King George. On the inside, Riverside Theatre is racing in fourth, and Q Card is in 5th. Grand Cru is straining the reins in 6th. On the inside, Captain Chris is racing in 7th. The Giant Bolster being cajoled around that turn by AP McCoy out wide, and Corto Stone is at the back of the field. So they've gone through their starting point, they've gone through halfway, and on now towards fence number 9 before the final open ditch, and it's Champion Court on the inside of Junior. These two have been mixing it for the lead throughout, with Long Run always holding third place. The Giant Bolster then being galvanised to the outside of Grand Cru, who continues to catch the eye. His mud-splattered grey head now poking through to take a share of fourth as they go over the ditch, and Long Run put in a great leap on the outside, and so too Champion Court on the inside. Junior back in third, and for the first time ridden along. Grand Cru is in fourth. He's on the outside now of Q Card. Corto Stone. Now Riverside Theatre is being ridden along and beginning to struggle. So too is Captain Chris at the back of the field as they begin to make the run now into the back, and the Giant Bolster really hasn't travelled for the last quarter of a mile or so as the leading group group are beginning to get away, and now the taps are really being turned on in the King George, and Long Run now begins to lay it down to Champion Court on the outside as they go over the 11th. Long Run takes the lead to Champion Court, who was over in second place, and Grand Cru is in third. Q Card jumped into fourth, and then Corto Stone on the outside, followed by Captain Chris. On the outside, the Giant Bolster continues to struggle. A mistake there by Long Run, who hit fence number 12 very hard indeed as they now bypass the ditch, but it's Long Run in front, and they've just got 4 more to take. Champion Court is sticking to him on the inside, just a neck away in second. In third is Grand Cru, who's travelled supremely well so far. Back in fourth is Q Card, and they're getting away from the rest as they go over the fourth from home. Champion Court runs a blinder on the inside of Long Run. They're now 2.5 lengths clear of Grand Cru, who's now niggled for the first time by Tom Scudamore. Q Card is ridden back in fourth. Captain Chris is in fifth. Riverside Theatre making the turn in sixth, but looks leg weary, followed by the Giant Bolster, and now tailed off is Junior as they make the turn back towards home. And Champion Court going to try and spring the shock here in the King George. He's gone on now by 3 parts of a length to Long Run on the outside, now being ridden along by Sam Waley-Cohen. They've got away from Grand Cru, who now has 5 lengths to find. Captain Chris is staying on, and then Q Card, the third from home. Long Run now on the outside of Champion Court, and Long Run was the quicker away, and Long Run now has gone and taken the lead and has quickly gone clear by 4. Captain Chris the one to give chase now in second. Champion Court looks leg weary, and Grand Cru, and then Q Card, they're over the second run home. Long Run begins to wander with a rail to help. Captain Chris the far side in the hands of Richard Johnson. Captain Chris, he's the one now who comes alongside Long Run. It's who wants it most as they come to the final fence. Captain Chris, a big and bold leap on the inside rail. Long Run on the near side. He's now a length down. Back in third is Grand Cru. Captain Chris and Richard Johnson. Long Run coming back again. Long Run on the outside. Long Run and Sam Waley-Cohen to Captain Chris in a head-bobbing and pulsating finish to the King George. Grand Cru in third. Champion Court ran its heart out, but it goes to the judge for the 2012 King George.
What a fabulous finish to the King George we have just witnessed. What a moment. Critics' eyes were fixed on amateur jockey Sam Waley-Cohen, ready for a mistake to vindicate the copy, but he was near foot perfect. Long Run near foot perfect, and his name now etched alongside a host of fabulous steeplechasers who have regained the King George. He was unfortunate last year to witness the crowning of a legend at his expense, but with Corto Star looking on and with the customary roar from the Boxing Day crowd cheering him home, it is Long Run's King George once again.
It is another really solid performance, a brave performance, a genuine performance, and ultimately he's just outstayed Captain Chris to win. Again, I think it's another performance not out the top